Hello everyone. Today here we are at Traceability and Authentication Forum. Today we have Mr. Umesh from HP with us. Thank you, sir, for joining us today.
Thank you for calling.
So before getting into the whole interaction thing, would you like to give a brief introduction about HP and your role at HP?
Sure. So I come from HP Inc., which is we all know as a laptop and a printer company. In that, we also have an industrial division, and in the industrial division, we have another subdivision called as security printing.
Okay.
It's specially made for security printing, and we have a product called as HP Indigo Secure. So I represent this industrial division, a part of industrial division, which is called as labels and packaging. So I represent that segment.
Okay. So like you have seen, the counterfeiting industry has posed many threats currently in all the industry, be it pharmaceuticals, be it FMCG, be it food industry, anything you name it, counterfeiting is there. So what are the main challenges that every brand is facing to tackle these counterfeit products?
So I feel whichever product has kind of a substantial value, or there is a sizable value, and it is in a good demand, is prone to get counterfeited. Unfortunately, even a low value product like packaged drinking waters are getting counterfeited. So I don't think now there is any price tag for that. So what we have seen is this generally affect brand owners not just on the loss of the revenue, but it also affects on their reputation. And many a times, if the product is to be consumed, whether it is food or pharmaceutical based, then it could kind of uh, led to grave consequences in terms of the damaging the health of a consumer.
Okay.
So if that comes to highlight, then uh, it can go adverse on the reputation of that brand, although that brand has not manufactured that product, someone else has and counterfeited it, but the blame would always go on that brand. So I think for a brand it's very important to understand the whole dynamics of this, and try to make their product as much as possible not to be kind of counterfeited. So this is my view.
So like you're saying that brands are coming up with certain innovations kind of thing. So could you name some of the recent innovations that's there in the industry or maybe from HP as well?
So our whole focus should be on not just helping brand getting uh, saving their product from counterfeiters, but also trying to value add to it in terms of how can they engage the consumer, how can they track and trace the whole product, and how the end user can also track the entire supply chain of the product,
Right.
right from where it is manufactured and from where it is coming. So what we have come up with is essentially our digital printing presses, which is the Indigo range, Indigo Secure, and Indigo Brand Protection. So both are kind of a press which can be used for brand protection as well as for printing security elements.
Okay.
So we have this range of products, and we have partnered with various software solution providers in the industry who are essentially in the track and trace authentication field, and we have given them a platform where it is difficult for others to print certain things. So Indigo as a technology can print very sharp text. The registration could be very tight, and it can have very special inks like Tagant or Invisible and color shifting inks. So we give these options and platform to the software developers and the solution providers in the software industry to create design elements around it, which when printed on Indigo will be very difficult to be counterfeited. So this is essentially what we are presenting here in today's conference. So basically the solution is HP Indigo Secure plus software solution from Ura.
Okay. So basically, if I'll summarize the entire thing that you have said right now, I can say that the products printed on HP can't be replicated. Am I right or no?
Yes, it's very difficult. Yeah. In fact, very good example is a solution provider called LinkSmart,
Mm-hmm.
who has also uh, kind of flashed a display. I mean, who have also displayed here um, a message that if someone is able to counterfeit the labels that they have printed using HP Indigo,
Okay.
they are kind of ready to give them 5 lakh rupee.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
it's a message that you can see.
Yeah, yeah,
So that's the confidence that a solution provider can have when his labels are printed on HP Indigo.
Mm-hmm. There was a big discussion in the entire conference about collaborations.
Hmm.
So, according to you, how companies should give importance to collaborations? Maybe it from a single company to one other company, or maybe government initiative or collaboration with government or something
Yeah.
like that. How important is collaboration is going to
See,
happen?
many a times, even though when brand knows that his products are getting counterfeited, for various reasons, they do not kind of try to um, jump into it.
Okay.
There are reasons which I don't want to discuss,
Okay.
but if government kind of comes up with the, let's say, some mandate where it is important for brands to have authentication or track and trace elements on their product, like pharmaceutical, they have recently launched an initiative where a QR code is required on each of the tablet strips and all. So similarly, if similar solution can be or similar mandate can be bought in other industries like food, beverage, even spare part industries.
Okay.
So it can really push the brands to implement that.
Mhm.
And I believe um, there are situations where government has to take a stance for the betterment of the society.
Yeah, yeah. So one more topic that I would like to touch upon is consumer awareness. So is it the role of the brands to go forwards towards consumer awareness, or maybe the solution providers? Whose responsibility should we pin
So
upon?
see, ultimately it is a it is a product of a brand, and if at all there is something that goes wrong for that product, the blame is always going to come back to the brand.
Right, yeah.
People would not know who that printer was or who that solution provider was. So it's probably, I would say it's logical that a brand would um, start a campaign that would educate the consumers. But that's just one part. But as I mentioned, if government would come up with some kind of initiative where it is mandated for an entire sector to have some kind of authentication, traceable elements into it, then the impact could be much better than just a single brand trying to kind of emphasize on the authentication part.
Is there any initiatives from HP regarding consumer awareness? Would you like to comment on that?
We do not go to the consumers and consumer because that's would be very difficult for us to go, but we certainly go to the brands and educate them about the solutions that one can have from a converter, from a printing converter, um, so they could essentially save their product.
Yeah.
So this is what we do. We do have a team called as market creation team,
Okay.
who goes to the brands and who educate them about the challenges that they have and how HP or HP's converters or printers can help them solve these problems. So that's what we do.
Okay. Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you for your time.
Thank you for inviting.
Yeah.